so last time having Mickey waffles. It's so sad. I'm so depressed today. Saying goodbye to this view. Oh man. Bye animals. Bye room. It was nice to stay in you. It's a bit of a mess now though. Bye. I'll see you real soon. I hope. Didn't really show you the corridor we were staying in. Got a little quick look. This is about the hats of Africa. All the different tribes have got different hats, which are quite cool. Yeah. And at the end of the corridor was this massive view of the savannah. Oh, I think I can see a zebra there. Bye zebra. It's just too sad. I hate going home. Little Mickey's on the carpet. Everything's Mickified in Walt Disney World. How beautiful is this lobby? Just taking it in one last time. Need to come back here again. Definitely would recommend this hotel for sure. It's so nice. There's actually a bit I never noticed until today. And it's this fire. Oh, they have got it on. Good. How nice is this? A little fire that you can sit around in the evening. That view. Can never get enough of that view. It's so nice. Guys, you just have to come here to see it in person. You can kind of see it on the video, but it's better in person, definitely. So get your asses to this hotel. Just having a look in the shop one more time. See if we can make any final purchases. I didn't show you these before. I do love these little Disney spa soaps, and I think this one's a body wash. They give you like the little ones in your room. They're really, really nice. So you can buy the big bottles if you want.
Want a bag? You're welcome.
Love these photos of the hotel as well, they're really nice. can get them in the frame, we can get them just like that as well. Small giraffe on there. Too many nice things in here. Last Supper.
Oh, you've got salt and pepper. I've got a ton of salt and pepper in.
Yum. But everything that's fun has to end sometimes, so you know, just have to come back on holiday to Disney World again. It's alright, I'll be back soon, but just going to board our plane. It's about 8.5, 9 hour flight, but for you it will be about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just like magic, I'm home. Well, technically I've been home for about 3 months now. The date today is the 22nd of December, so 3 days till Christmas. So I thought I might as well wait until I posted, you know, the majority of my vlogs before videoing the last part. And I might as well do a little mini trip report while I'm here. So the trip as a whole was amazing. Like, I couldn't fault 80% of it. I haven't been to Disney, well, I think, what did I say? I think it was like nearly 9 years since I've been to Walt Disney World, so it was long overdue for sure. And yeah, I just had an amazing time. Like, it was my birthday out when we was out there, and I just absolutely loved it. Obviously the downfall was a little hurricane decided to come along and stop proceedings, which was quite annoying, but you know, can't do much about it. That's just, you know, the weather changes like that, and it's Florida, so that's just going to happen. But I have got to say, the staff at Animal Kingdom Lodge, the staff that like cleaned up after the hurricane, the staff at the Renaissance at SeaWorld were just, you know, they were amazing. Like, couldn't fault them. I had an amazing few, even though we were stuck in the hotel, we were like catered for amazingly. I slept like a baby. I didn't hear the hurricane through the night. Like, it was just like a normal night. I mean, a lot of the times we did end up staying in the room and watching films on TV, because we did like go out and do a few activities, but then after I was like, oh, should we just go back to the room and just watch a film? And that did get pretty boring after a while, especially after 3 days. But what can you do? You know, as I said, the weather's the weather, and we were just very lucky. Like, I did not feel scared at all. I mean, actually the three of us, me, my cousin and my mum, had been in a hurricane before, so we knew what to expect, and actually ended up that I can't remember, I think it was Hurricane Charlie. We was there, and I was definitely more scared then than I was for Irma. So, you know, it might have helped that we kind of have been through it, but yeah, Disney just did amazing. Like, they kept us all sort of calm and kept us informed. I've got to say, I love Fox 35 News. Like, literally I was watching that like every hour. I was obsessed with watching it. They're just so good with like all the data of the hurricane, like showing you exactly where the path and where the eye of the storm was going. Like, I was just addicted. So yeah, the downfall of the holiday was the hurricane, unfortunately, keeping us in for 3 days. I'm so lucky that my birthday landed on the Tuesday, because I was allowed out, got to go to Animal Kingdom, the sun was out. It was literally the perfect day for my birthday, and I'm just like, I'm so grateful that, you know, my birthday landed on that day. Can you imagine if it landed on the Monday? I would have been so miserable, stuck. Well, I wouldn't have been that miserable. I mean, I'm in Disney World, for God's sake, but I would have been so sad that I would have had to be stuck in the hotel the whole day. So I'm so lucky that landed, my birthday landed on the Tuesday. Yeah, the only other down part was obviously being stuck in the hotel for 3 days. It kind of ricocheted through the rest of the holiday, because we only end up having like 5 full days in the park. So it was a lot of like rushing around, and I did turn into a bit of a Disney Zilla, because I was like, I want to get this done. Like, I've been planning for so long. I was so excited. I wanted to get everything that I could done, and it was just difficult to do everything. I mean, we did the majority, but there were some things that I would have loved to have done, like more character meetings. Like, I only ended up meeting Daisy Duck, and like, I wanted to see Mickey, I wanted to see the princesses, so many things. But what other stuff was there? Oh, I didn't get to see the fireworks at Epcot, which I was really gutted. But we ended up only having a few nights to do night shows, and unfortunately Epcot just ended up being one of those that we didn't get to see, which I was really sad about. On to some positive stuff. Okay, can we just talk about Pandora? How amazing is Pandora? Oh my God, like literally, video does it a little justice, but in person, incredible. Like on Flight of Passage, the graphics were amazing. It was incredible. I've never seen like a simulator that sort of detailed. It was so good. Like, if you have to, I know like the standby queues are just crazy still. Like, at the moment, they're still crazy for that ride. So you know it's going to be a good ride. But I would definitely do Fast Pass, because I think it was on my birthday. No, not my birthday. The day after my birthday, we did Fast Pass. Yeah, because we went in the evening. And literally walked on, was great. I love Fast Pass. I've got to put that in there. Fast Passes are definitely a shout. And just the actual land itself, just like the work that must have gone into that, is just, I was just speechless. Literally, I'm still speechless now talking about it. It was just amazing. And as I've said about 100 times in my vlogs, I just love Animal Kingdom. Like, so that has even made it even further up my list. Animal Kingdom, Pandora, definitely. Okay, so let's talk about where I ate at Disney World. Top of my list, 100% is STK. Now, I know a lot of people will say, oh, it's really pricey even on the dining plan, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna put it out there, it is worth it. The steak is like, I had a fillet, I think. It was so juicy, it was so thick. I think it was the best steak I've ever had. If you love steak, I would 100% recommend STK. And the mac and cheese was amazing. Oh, the dessert, oh my God. You saw, like, I couldn't finish that dessert, didn't you? It was so good. Literally, every time I watch that video of that dessert, I'm like, oh, I wish I'd just put it in the doggy bag because it was so nice. But I was just so full from the steak. But yeah, 100%, if you love steak, even the decor of that restaurant was so cool. It had like a cool vibe. Like if I lived there, I'd love to go there like on a Saturday night because it had like great music. Like the music was so good. Like it was a mixture of sort of new music, R&B. Like I'm an R&B girl through and through. So like had that kind of music, and then it had like sort of old school music. So like my mum loved a few of the songs as well. So like all different ages can enjoy it. But it looked like it'd be a great night out on a Saturday or a Friday night. So obviously STK is in Disney Springs, but it's not like your typical Disney themed restaurant. You wouldn't think, oh, that's a Disney restaurant. Obviously there's STKs all around the world. But for me, that was the best food. But if we're talking pure classic Disney restaurant, for the sort of theming, the ambiance, like the actual decor of the place, I've got to say Be Our Guest was #1 for me. Food, not #1 for me. The food was not, it was nice, don't get me wrong. It wasn't memorable, let's just say that. I wouldn't remember what I had there in a few years' time, which is a shame because the theming of it is just amazing. That ballroom, oh my God, literally I could have cried when I went in there for the first time. I was like, oh my God. Oh, it was just so good. I did wish we got to eat in the ballroom now. As you saw, I did have a little mini meltdown. Well, not a mini meltdown, but I had a moan to my mum, as you do sometimes. But don't get me wrong, like the West Wing was pretty cool to have food in, but it was just so dark. Like my mum couldn't see a thing. I had to turn my light on my phone so she could look at the menu. So yeah, Be Our Guest definitely wins for me, theming wise, out of all of them. I did love Cinderella's Royal Table, but I was born in the 80s, well, late 80s, and Beauty and the Beast was just around at that time, and it's just one of my favourite films. But I've definitely got to say I'd never had a really awful meal in Disney. Even though some of them were just sort of mediocre, they were still really nice. Like I wasn't like, oh, I hate it. Like there was nothing I hated. So yeah, but yeah, to round it up, I had an incredible time, and I had made so many memories that I'm going to remember for years to come. And I'm really sad I'm back, even though it's like 3 months later, but I need to book another Disney holiday. Who's with me? Yeah. I really wanted to thank all of you that watched my vlog, subscribed, like, believe me, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. This is my first travel vlog, and all the support, all the comments, it's been really lovely. If you haven't subscribed already, give that little subscribe button a little tap if you enjoyed any of my videos, and a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. That would be much appreciated. And yeah, this is the end of this travel vlog. I've got a lot of stuff coming up next year, guys, so if you have subscribed or you're going to subscribe, don't worry, I'm not going to go quiet for that long. I've got a Disney haul coming up next week, so that's the next thing coming. And then I've got a lot of different ideas in the pipeline. Like I want to do a lot more travel vlogs next year. A lot more sort of performing stuff I'm going to post on here. So if you're interested in that, that's great. And yeah, so I look forward to hopefully you watching me in 2018. So I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you in 2018. See you real soon. Bye guys.